Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the Black Panther wave of Marvel Legends, the Submariner, aka Namor figure, which is surprisingly one of the better figures of the bunch. It doesn't have a whole lot of paint on it, but it did turn out particularly nicely with just a few caveats. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 17 centimeters, which makes him pretty close to 6 3/4 inches, just shy of that. And the first thing I want to say about this guy is he's mostly naked. No, it's actually got a really nice set of proportions, which we don't often see that in Marvel Legends. And for example, since a lot of people are saying how good this Iron Man figure is, look how goofy Iron Man looks next to Namor. His chest and shoulders just aren't right at all, whereas this guy's got that really nice V shape that a superhero should have. Look at that, smaller feet, smaller ankles, bigger calves, and then even bigger thighs. That's what it's supposed to look like. Not giant feet, fat ankles, kind of thick calves, and then skinny thighs. It's the exact opposite of what you're supposed to have on that Iron Man figure. Namor does it right. It just looks really good. The only real complaint I have for the overall proportions is they're still kind of narrow front to back. There's no real meat on these guys, but otherwise it's pretty solid. I mean, it's overall really good anatomy. There are a few little issues here and there, like you have some really recessed carving right there, and then like the abs are super cut in. So this guy's like 0% body fat, but we even see it back here, and it's a little weird looking. Like he looks kind of like he's been skinned alive, but it's not the biggest deal. I can definitely get past that for the sake of everything else being in really good order. Paint job, there's really no shading on the skin tone, which is unfortunate, but they did a good job painting his trunks. They're nice and metallic, and we have the little seashell on there. The gold things right here look pretty good, and then the little feathery things down there, which I never really understood for his character design, but anyway, they are a separate piece, so they're painted well. The face, painted pretty nicely. I mean, the beard looks pretty good. There's no shading or anything, unfortunately, but the sculpt is such that just a basic paint job still looks good. I think the eyes look good, no problems there. We do have an alternate head, so we have the beardy head, and then we have the non-beardy head where he looks like a little water elf instead, which I definitely don't prefer. I think that's the original look, though, where he's got like the little kind of softer features. It's fine, it's done well. We have alternate hands. We have the two gripping hands that come out of him in the package, and then we have two high-fiving hands, so that's pretty cool. And then lastly, we have his little trident thingy, which really doesn't look that great because it has no paint on it, so it just loses all of its appeal, but the sculpt is nice enough. Now, as far as this guy goes, I think that his chest is it's striking me as something I've seen before, but I can't place it, so I think we might have a new chest here, maybe even the abs. I think the thighs and arms are reused, and then maybe the feet are new. I can't say for sure, honestly, guys, but I'm pretty sure this part's new. Either way, it's good, so that's what really matters. So let's talk about the articulation. The head can look up really nicely, no problem at all. Looks down, no problem. Side to side, no problem. Has a little bit of play to it, so you can give him a little bit of attitude if you want. Head sits nicely on the neck, no problems there. For the shoulders, all the way out to the side, just about. That's probably good enough. I'll give him that. It looks okay. Full rotation. Bicep swivel is okay. The triceps do bump into the deltoid a little bit there, so it makes it a little tricky, but you can still force it around, so no big deal. Double jointed elbow works nicely. Pretty good range. And no swivel in the forearm, but you do get it in the wrist, of course, and you have your hinge. Ab crunch goes back one notch, nicely sculpted underneath. Very pleased about that. And forward one notch, still sculpted on the back for the most part. So yeah, it's good enough. Waist twist is fine. The thighs, yeah, they go out about 45. It's not the best design in the world, but that's probably good enough range for him. Going forward, they have to fling out to the side. Unfortunately, for those trunks, it's a very V shape for the trunks. It's kind of wide. It's an obtuse angle. It's actually not. It's acute. But anyway, the legs go out to the side. Thigh swivel doesn't really want me to use it, but it is there, and it'll probably be fine for most people. Double jointed knee works nicely. They almost always do. And then we have our shin swivel, which is fine. And then we have our ankle hinge, which just works fantabulously. No problems at all. You can rotate the ankle around, and then if you really need to, because when you rotate the ankle around, it puts the foot at a weird angle, You can rotate this around, but then because of the shape of the leg, it looks terrible. So yeah, it's not the best combo, but you do have all the articulation that Marvel Legends generally have, and it works pretty well. So no complaints really. This guy's a pretty solid figure. I mean, other than needing some shading on him, I think we're pretty good. I can get by the hips being pretty limited and mine being gouged right there. Of course, I can't get figures that don't have defects in them. It's pretty much impossible for me, but yeah, this is a really solid release, so I think you guys should probably pick them up. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.